Alright, what is going on, you guys? Okay, you guys already know what this video is about. I've been talking about this for weeks, like for a month now, because I did plan on making this video with this guy. You guys read the title right, you know exactly what's going to happen. If you're in my Discord, you know exactly what's going on. But anyway, in this video, you saw the title right. We're going to be talking about, yes, I said we, by the way. We're going to be talking about, of course, the next movie for Dragon Ball Super that we could potentially be getting in 2021 maybe. But in this video, of course, I'm here with someone very special. You guys see on screen right here, he's actually a very good friend of mine. He's a great YouTuber, by the way, very good guy. So please go check out his channel in the description below. But anyway, introduce yourself, bro.
What's up, everybody? My name is KANJIC, the anime news YouTuber, and oh my gosh, I am so flattered by that beautiful voice. Oh my gosh, that just complimented me. You're making me blush. You are making me blush, just saying.
Shut up, bro. But anyway, guys, seriously, you guys been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this for a while, because this guy's an amazing content creator. And who's else to be the person to make a collaboration with besides KANJIC, you know? And that's why I'm doing this. So anyway, guys, this video, of course, you guys saw the title like I mentioned. I want to talk about, we're going to talk about the next movie for Dragon Ball Super, because if you guys remember, Dragon Ball Super ended all the way back in 2018. I think it was March 25th. Am I right, KANJIC? I think I'm right. Correct me if I'm wrong, bro. But it ended 2018, March 25th, sorry. And right after it ended, obviously the manga was continuing going, and right now we're currently in the Moro arc. And right now, a lot of people, especially geekdom, some people in the community are hinting that Moro might not even die in this arc. We might even get a second movie featuring Moro. And also, before I carry on in this video, KANJIC also made a video similar on his channel mentioning the return of Dragon Ball Super, and that's something I will let him get into more details about right now. So KANJIC, can you please let the people know more what you say in that video, so they can get the full grasp of what's going on?
Alright, so just so you guys get the gist of what happens when it comes to Dragon Ball Super actually bringing more content, not specifically video games, but for the anime, we've got the TV show and movies, of course. So, damn, I stuttered. You're gonna have to edit that out.
It's fine.
So, a bunch of people are looking forward to the return of the anime TV show. However, it looks like we might be getting a movie first, due to after January 6, 2019, which was the release date for the Broly movie. It basically blew up the world, and the producers said they were going to work on a new Dragon Ball Super movie. Now, they haven't announced any other plans. Toriyama hasn't commented on it, and we don't know what exactly they're going to do or when it's going to come out. But that specifically towards the reason why they paused the anime was to work on that movie. If they were to work on another movie, the TV anime would probably have to continue being on hiatus before they could adapt something like the Moro arc from the manga.
Yeah, that's right. And now that KANJIC mentioned, I also wanted to bring up what he said earlier in his discussion right there. The movie was very successful. Many of you guys don't know this. You can do your research, but I'll put it on the screen. The movie actually made in Japan about $4 billion, and worldwide was 1.24.5 million dollars worldwide. That's how successful that movie was. If I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, KANJIC, but that movie is probably the most successful anime movie of all time so far. As we know, it was very successful. And also, I want to bring this up. Broly, now we know the new Broly is not dead. He survived in that said movie, and Broly is going to be part of the main cast once Dragon Ball Super return. Now, of course, many people are obviously aware of this. Many people already know this, but obviously there are some few new people that's unaware. Broly will indeed be part of the new cast. Now, with the next movie, is it going to be featured around Broly character bonding with the Z fighters or whatever, or who's actually going to be the main villain? For me, it could be anything. Like KANJIC just mentioned, the manga is going on right now by Taro. Anything can happen. We really don't know what's going to happen in that manga, but a lot of people, like I mentioned, the community did mention that Moro might not even die. He might survive, and we might get a sequel to lead up to that in the next movie. Now, am I saying it's confirmed? Of course not. But the fact of the matter is, right now what's happening in the manga could translate to what's happening in the movie. In the next movie, that is. If you guys don't know, what I'm trying to say right now is, like, if you notice from the Revival F movie, it got translated, it got animated in the anime, you know, for what happened in the movie. But obviously, it was a little bit different. So, in the next movie, we could get something different. And we indeed could get a next movie, by the way, in 2021. But the fact of the matter is, when, we don't know. They could announce it by the end of this year. By the way, if you guys don't know, Jump Festa is going to be happening very soon. We're only about 4 or 5 months away from December. Jump Festa is a big event similar to what E3 is, and at Jump Festa we get announcement for various things, new games. Of course, new games, there's always going to be a new game getting announced. Now, of course, there's a high chance we could get an announcement at Jump Festa for Dragon Ball Super 2 Return. And the main reason why I'm saying that is because the first Dragon Ball Super movie that got announced, the Broly, was actually announced at Jump Festa, if I'm not wrong, if I remember, all the way back in 2018 when we first learned about the Broly movie. So what do you think about that, KANJIC, like about the next movie, and what do you think is going to be about, if you can give your own opinion on that?
My opinion on a movie specifically, there's a lot of people saying that they're possibly going to adapt the Moro arc into a movie. My personal opinion is we really don't know when this Moro arc is going to end.
Yeah,
it's been going on for a while now, and that tells me that the story might be a little too long for a movie and better to adapt straight into the TV show. Then there's the possibility that they can just adapt the movie and then adapt it into the TV show, just like we got with Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. But those two movies caused so much backlash and so many issues for the actual studio. That's why we got such terrible animation, because people were like, oh, we just produced this movie and now we have to do the exact same thing with half a budget. So that really annoyed the staff, that annoyed the fans. I doubt they'll ever do that again. If they do that again, that would probably be because Toriyama would tell them to do something like that, because that's what he said for the last time. But now I think that the story of Super is a little far along for them to just keep the movies as movies and then the TV shows with a different story than the movies. Not saying two different universes, but just like two different points of focus rather than adapting the same thing.
And another thing I wanted to bring up too, that in relation to the movie, the next movie, and the manga, right now, guys, of course, some of you guys are aware of this, Toriyama is not in charge of the manga anymore. He passed that on to Toritaro. Toritaro is the guy that's fully in charge of the movie, of the manga, sorry. Then the issue I have a little bit now, or some people may be having, is the fact that, if Toriyama or Toritaro, sorry, implement the manga into the movie, now a lot of people be saying, well, maybe it could be the Moro arc. Now the Moro arc, of what KANJIC was saying before early in the video, is that if we do get the Moro arc in like a movie, how much are they going to add into that movie with the Moro arc? Because the Moro arc is pretty long. Let's be real, it's very long. It's still going on right now. We don't know when it's going to end. Many people are saying, oh, it could end in November, it could end, stuff like that. It's in the air, basically. So now I don't mind them adding the Moro arc, but the question is, how much are they going to add in it? And if we do get the Moro arc, like, how are they going to go the same animation style as they did with the Broly movie? Because now when they made that change, it caught a lot of people off guard, including myself. No one was really expecting the new animation style that they did in Broly, but it worked out for the best, and it turns out to be $1 million basically. So also too, another thing I want to bring up too, now KANJIC, now if we do get a second movie or Dragon Ball Super returning, who exactly is that villain going to be if it's not Moro? Now I don't know, but I'm just going to hear your opinion on this, KANJIC. So can you please share that with us?
Oh, for the next movie, it's hard to tell. We don't know if it's going to be a returning character, or it's going to be somebody they're bringing from non-canon, or if it's just going to be a character thrown all together. But what I can say is they originally put out a statement for what they want it to be, and originally they said that Broly was such a powerhouse, a character that literally none of them could beat. Maybe we've never seen him fight Jiren. We don't know if he can adapt to Jiren's power and somehow give him a run for his money. But they basically made the point that Broly was so extremely powerful, and when it comes to another movie, they don't really want a character more powerful than Broly, because it's the big Dragon Ball cliche where every single character is just more powerful after the next movie or season. So what they said they wanted to do was actually do the opposite of that. Now, what does that mean? I can't really tell you, but they will come up with something that isn't the typical strong, big muscle guy character.
Now, they could easily just build up a character that's already got established in the past, even though some of that character is not canon. I'm sure you might be thinking this character right now I'm going to bring up is Cooler. Obviously, many people will be familiar with Cooler if they do bring Cooler back. Of course, there are a lot of people out there, I wanted to bring this up also, Dragon Ball Heroes is not canon at all, but the fact is, they're still building up character, and I heard this from Geekdom and some few people in the community was mentioned, or maybe it could be Janemba making an appearance in the next movie, because Gogeta now is now canon. It would be perfect for them to redo Janemba's story, but would that make sense? Maybe, because he is a popular character in the community, but I think Cooler would make a lot more sense to be the next villain in the next movie. Well, I really don't know, but honestly, if you ask me, the character I would want them to establish more to turn into a movie is actually Hit. Because Hit is a character we're very familiar with. We obviously will learn quite a lot from Hit in Dragon Ball Super, or they could even build up Jiren character, because Jiren is a character in Dragon Ball Super that didn't really get proper character development. That's why a lot of people is not really a fan of Jiren, because he was poorly written in the Tournament of Power, and it now would be a great chance for them to actually introduce his character even more and establish him even more, because right at the end of the Tournament of Power, Jiren and Goku did promise to fight again. Now obviously that could just be a thing that the animation or the creator was just saying just to hype it up, but the fact is, Jiren or even Hit or any of these characters like I just mentioned, Cooler, would make a little bit more sense to be the main focus of the next movie. But what do you think about that, Kenglish? Do you share your opinion on what you think would that case be?
Well, I doubt it would be about Jiren, or Jiren may be featured in a movie. They said that he would come back. I think there's going to be a whole season where he becomes like one of the main characters of that season. But when it comes to the story, I think since they're probably going to have a character like somewhat how we had the Battle of Gods, and Beerus is just unstoppable. Even right now, Goku and Vegeta can't really just kill him. So then right after that movie, we got Frieza, and Frieza was definitely not stronger than Beerus, and Frieza was getting beat up until the end when he was like, okay, I'll just destroy the planet because I'd rather do that than lose. So I think that for the next movie, they're not necessarily going to need a giant help like Jiren or Broly or somebody to like come help and destroy somebody. It's going to be something different. We don't really know exactly what it's going to be. Possibly, maybe it's an evil genius. We don't know. But when it comes to Jiren, he's definitely coming back. They've pretty much all but confirmed that. When it comes to his backstory, we most likely will get more character development for that specific character. The thing was with the Tournament of Power, they wanted to focus on the Z Fighters since it was basically the last arc of Super as for now. So they wanted to give all those characters a time to shine, and they needed an antagonist for Goku and the others to fight. So they were like, let's get him in here and let's put a story that's good enough for him to actually have a motive to do what he's doing. But they didn't really have time to give him a super giant backstory that was super well written.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that 100%, because Jiren's a character I personally like, but the fact that it was poorly written, you can't really blame Jiren as a character, just the way the developer or the creators actually, or the writers, sorry, actually wrote the Tournament of Power, because there's only a limited time, the Tournament of Power, and there's only so much you can do for a character in that. We did get a little bit of a story for Jiren character, but not enough to actually establish his character even more. Now, I know a lot of you guys may be asking, now that we mentioned the movie and all this stuff, when exactly are they going to announce this movie, or when exactly are they going to release this movie? Well, the fact is, if you read the title, I'll put the title 2021, because that's the time we could get an announcement for the next movie, or they could even drop it at Jump Festa. But the fact is, the last movie came last year, so, and right after the Broly movie ended, they did plan a second movie. They didn't give it an exact date, but I'm hinting towards 2021 or even 2022 when the return of Dragon Ball Super comes back. But anything is possible. It's all in the open now. It's all up to the developer or Toriyama or wherever. I'm pretty sure right now they're waiting for the manga to finish before they can announce anything. But that's just my opinion. But what do you think about this, Kenlish, the last one?
I think an interesting thing is how quiet Toriyama and his agents are. Usually he'll say something or have somebody else say something. And if you remember, with Dragon Ball Super, pretty much all of that, it wasn't written by Toriyama, but all of that was his idea. Exactly. He made an outline for what he wanted to see and how the story was going to go. Then the writer's room at Toei Animation, they wrote the story according to his outline, and Toyotaro wrote the manga according to that same outline. That's why there were things different. It was based off the same outline, but two people writing it. Now, it seems Toei Animation is not doing that because they're off right now, and Toyotaro is writing the manga on his own. He's not basing it off Toriyama. Toyotaro is basing it off himself. He's creating the Moro arc. So that gives Toriyama more time to work on something alone. For him to say, okay, I'm not working on the manga and I'm not working on the anime. This gives me more time to focus on something else. And that may very well be the next movie. We haven't heard him say, I'm working on an outline. But if you know, when it came to the Broly movie, we didn't know a lot of things until the last minute. Exactly. They had announced the movie. We had no idea what it was going to be. Then they said it's about the history of the Saiyans. We were like, okay, what does that mean? And then all of a sudden, they just popped Broly on a poster, and everybody was like, what? So we might get something like super last minute where he's like, oh yeah, this is what the movie is about. And it could be something crazy that we would have never guessed.
I think that would be good too, because that way will surprise a lot of the fans, because people won't be expecting what Toriyama is going to do, because Toriyama have done that a lot. You know, he's infamous for surprising fans, but at the same time, like you mentioned, the manga right now is being run by Toyotaro. Is his work, not Toriyama. Toriyama is just there to advise Toyotaro, but the manga is Toyotaro work currently right now at the moment. But anyway, guys, that's all we got for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please make sure to check out my boy KANJIC in the comment section below, in the description below. Obviously, he's a great friend of mine. He's an amazing content creator, of course. You guys, I'm sure plenty of you guys in the community know exactly who this man is. He's about to reach, pretty much at the end of this year, I'm going to say, he's probably going to reach about 100,000 subs. So please go give this man the support he deserves, because he truly does deserve it. But anyway, it really means a lot having you here, KANJIC. Like I said, I've been waiting for this for a while. And one of my dreams came true this year, you know, one of my big goals. And we finally did it. So I really do appreciate having you here, brother. It really means a lot, man. Thank you.
Yep, it's awesome talking about you too, man. With all this Dragon Ball stuff, Dragon Ball is an amazing anime. You're an amazing YouTuber. It's all good.
Yeah, thank you very much. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this. Please share this around with your friends. Comment, subscribe your favorite part, and let me know what you guys think about everything we just said in this video. My name is justsaiyanZ. Have an amazing day. God bless you. I'll see you later, guys. Peace out.